all done making music for today. I'm excited. I've been waiting this entire day to unbox this one right here. New custom in-ear monitors.
Really trying to lock this down. So relax, they will never catch up. Oh, half is just maybe enough. So relax, they will never catch up. They will never catch up.
There they are, finally. Those are the Vision Ears VE7. It's like one of the higher spec models with like a 5-way system. One for the very low bass, one for the lower mids, one for, or I think 2 for the lower mids, 1 for the mids, 1 for the high frequencies, and 1 for the super high frequencies. It's all in here. It looks so amazing. Like the clear version, you can see everything in there. You can of course like fully customize them if you're interested to go check out how much they are and what kind of colors and finishes you can get. I'll link it down below in the description. They were so nice to let me and Andy check out their entire manufacturing, like behind the scenes. I will also link that video down below if you're interested in that. I personally need these for performing on stage. Custom in-ears are extremely good in sealing off everything else around you. So they protect your ear, which is by far the most important. I'm a music producer. If I can't hear properly, I'm screwed entirely. And then of course, everyone else also using them on stage for a very simple reason. If you're like a singer and the guitar player is over there, the drum player over there, there is already a delay. Sound travels fairly slow, like a couple of 100 meters, you can hear it immediately. Even less than that, you hear it, it's just not in sync anymore, and then it's hard to play to the drums. You usually on stage, the bigger the stage, you can't actually hear anything anymore because it's so loud, everything is shaking, the crowd is also there, it just doesn't work. So back in the days, people had like monitor speakers towards the band, which is kind of cool, but then you have to crank them up even louder, which damages your ear even more. And on top, you can't really move around. You have to stand right in front of that speaker to be able to hear something. With these, you can jump from A to B, walk around, go backstage. You can still hear the sound that the entire band is hearing. You can have like a custom track for you. For example, if you're a singer, you might just need the drums and maybe something that plays harmonies to be able to sing on top. Then of course your own vocals in there, maybe boosted a little so you hear yourself properly. And then for example, this model right here is like the most neutral, the clearest, which I like as a producer. And I don't use it in a band context. I use it for performing and DJing on stage, live electronic music. So I want to be able to hear everything as close as possible to what I hear here in the studio. There is another model for drummers, for example, with more transients, than a model that is maybe rather suited for a singer-songwriter because they can then hear the mids a little clearer. There's something for everyone. But enough talking, let's actually plug them in and it's so good. It's so amazing. I can't believe it. It's like sitting in a bubble of sound. It seals everything. I even, just for fun, I turned up the big speakers while having on these, and I can't hear them. I like eventually when I turn them up really loud, I can feel them, but I can't hear them. And they go loud, like trust me, really loud. So that's definitely 100% like the biggest plus of getting custom in-ears. They seal, you hear everything. It sounds amazing. I tested them in the store. I think that's like really important. If you go out and buy monitors that are so expensive and so custom, they need to be really for you. So in their store, they have like all of the versions, not custom, of course, made, just the normal versions you plug in, but they help you already to hear what they sound like. More transients, less transients, more highs, more mids, more lows. Like you can really choose whatever suits you best. I would definitely go for the custom version because the price difference between like the normal version you just plug in and the molded custom one isn't actually that big. It's definitely worth it. These will last forever basically, except if you lose them. And maybe like that's one of the cons, you can, like, your ear could change over the years. I don't know how long it takes. I think like 5+ years. And if you lose a lot of weight or gain a lot of weight, they might not fit 100% anymore. And the only other con I could come up with is then again the price, but you get what you pay for. It's always like that. And if you're on stage and you're like a professional musician, a band member, or anything that has to do with music, it's worth it. It's actually not that expensive. It protects your ear and it eliminates a lot of trouble. And on stage, less trouble is just golden. I mean, come on, you're nervous and all that stuff, then having something that fails isn't really worth it. So let's maybe further test them. I really want to try them out while actually playing the drums. I mean, I still hear it. I'll try to simulate you what I basically hear of it. And then normal again. It's a big difference. And once you put music on there, it's even crazier.
Relax, relax.
I just still need to practice a whole lot. I'm just making music and not playing that much. But getting there, just started like half a year ago. And then actually the main reason for these is this entire new live setup. There are like 2 synthesizers actually missing right now because I'm still developing it upstairs in the studio. There's like a projector down there, short throw, putting like visuals on there. I control everything here. The music, for example, reverb in, but it also at the same time controls the visuals. So I always have like a representation of what I do here right there on that screen. Hopefully once COVID is over, I can go back on tour with it, hopefully, and use these. It's looking good. I actually got some people that already asked. And for that, these were the last missing piece to make this setup perfect. Protect my ears. Again, if you're interested in these, I'll link them down below. And I will further test them, give you an update in a couple of weeks or months. And now just enjoy them at home. I love listening to music and like sitting like in a bubble just of music and nothing else.